Hey guys, I'm back with another episode of What If Deku was the reincarnation of Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate. Um, I have to thank, uh, one second. Thanks Phantom Paradox for the name Kent Nelson for, as Doctor Fate's name. Thank you for that. And he will not be getting all my squirt, just for a heads up. So, we're going to start this off where yes, he told the heroes an energy with energy creation. He put it on his on a big building and said, "I want my name to be Doctor Strange Fate." It's not the best name, but it's the only name I could come up with. So I'm gonna say he does some vigilante work because he decides he just wants to do it after saving some people, and Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate both said he should, as well, because he's not old enough to go to UA yet. So, because UA is a college. So, I'm pretty sure he was 17 last time we left off. So, uh, he's doing vigilante work, and one night, uh, he hears a bunch of, ruckus, uh, as he runs toward it as he sees some guy standing over this girl, laughing maniacally as she's scared, and it's the middle of the night, so she's pretty scared, but she's not as scared uh because of her quirk. So he decides to jump down there as he is levitating, and he uses his clones as he's flying to wrap the three up, as one of them takes the three to a prison, says with a symbol on it, you know, the symbol that is on the eye of Agmioto. I can't say his name properly, but yes, it has that symbol on it, as they know who it's from. So, so, um, so he looks over at this girl and says, "You alright?" As this girl says, "Yes, I'm fine." As she was about to save herself, but she's fine with that. He saved her. He saved her. So, uh, before he goes, she says, "Who are you?" As he says, "Doctor Strange Fate." I'm gonna say he doesn't wear like a mask or anything like Doctor Fate does. He's like strange. He just keeps his face out, but they don't know his face because I'm gonna say that before he did any vigilante work, he took his name and face out of all police record books, and uh, so they can't really know. They don't really know his real name, his birth certificate, nothing about him. So they really can't arrest him. Well, they can arrest him, but they don't have his name. They have no information on him. As I'm gonna say, a hero was about to save this girl as well, but the hero saw Strange Fate, as they're gonna call him just Strange Fate. I'm just gonna say Strange Fate from now on, but there is a doctor in there. So this hero starts to run down as Strange is starting to uh, levitate away. He's not flying away, he's just levitating away. As this hero says stop, as his eyes light up, as if you know who this. We probably all know who this is by now. As he turns around and says, "Aizawa," as Aizawa says, "You're coming with me, Strange. Well, you're coming with me, Strange Fate." I'm just gonna say they call him Strange. I don't know, but his full name is Strange Fate because I don't feel like saying Doctor Strange Fate the whole time. So he says, "You're coming with me, Strange," as he says, "Well, this is the first time a hero has actually saw me. Huh? What should I do?" As he thinks about it, as he turns around, he makes a portal to Antarctica. As he walks through it, as uh Azal ran after him, and he was also in Antarctica. As Azal was confused in how he's in the middle of somewhere snowy. He thinks he's on the mountains, but he doesn't know. So he sees Doctor. Well, he sees Strange as straight. He says, "Where are we?" As he turns around and says, "We're in Antarctica." As his as I saw his eyes widen, he's like, Antarctica. And he's calculating how he's thinking about how long it would take to get to Antarctica on a plane, as he doesn't even know because he's never been to Antarctica. Now he has. So uh he says, as he turns around, well, Strange, he turns around again as he creates another portal, but this one is a portal to uh actually no, he doesn't create a portal. He turns around and cracks start appearing throughout the throughout Antarctica, as and he after the cracks, Zell looks up and he sees what he's standing on the roof. As I'm gonna say Izuku, he creates another portal. As Azawa ran after him, as he went into the portal with him, and they're now in New York, and the entire city's upside down. The cars backwards, upside down on the walls. As Aizel was currently on the Eiffel Tower. Wait, is that the Eiffel Tower's? I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. He's not on the Eiffel Tower. How could I even think about that? He's not on the Eiffel Tower. He's on the Statue of Liberty. The Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower is in Paris, I'm pretty sure. Like 90% sure. Yeah, it is. It is in Paris. So, he's on the Statue of Liberty. As he's confused because he sees Izuku just floating there in front of him. As he says, "This is the mirror dimension." As Aizawa is scared because he never been to Antarctica. Actually, he has been to New York. He's just surprised why he's on top of the Eiffel Tower while the Eiffel Tower is sideways. As the cracks start to disappear, and it just shows him on the Eiffel Tower. As Izuku creates another portal, as Aizawa jumps after him, and this portal was to the Dark Dimension. As they're in the Dark Dimension, and I'm gonna say that he teleported them like 7,000 miles away from Galact Galactus. Yeah, Galactus is the Eater of Worlds. I know this, but just for you, Phantom, I'll put Dormammu in this. Why not? So they're far away. I'm gonna say that Dormammu and Galactus are pretty close friends. So they see they're 7,000 miles away from Galactus, as Galactus sensed an energy signature, but he's not too worried about it because he's currently eating a world. So he gives some he enhances Aizawa's vision tenfold. Well, not tenfold, 100-fold for just while he's in the Dark Dimension. As Aizawa sees Galactus, as he's scared, he starts to piss himself because he sees Galactus. As Izuku also enhanced his vision a couple thousandfold. As like farther than Galactus, he sees Dormammu just in the Dark Dimension, chilling, bring darkness everywhere. Why not? As he teleports them both out of there before Galactus gets done eating his planet and decides to go over there to them. And Aizawa's 1,000-time vision just disappears as Aizawa's in the middle of UA campus and he doesn't see Izuku anywhere. So he runs into UA as he says, as he runs to Nezu's office and starts explaining to Nezu what happens. As he explains how he was in this weird, cracked place with the mirrors and the Eiffel Tower, and as Nezu says, "Slow down, Aizawa," as he slows down and he starts explaining to him slowly what happened, as Nezu's confused because he never knew that that strange fate had this ability, and he decides that strange. I'm gonna say he's never killed anyone. Any villains that he just brings them into the police. He just brings them to the police as he decides, as he asks Aizawa how old was he, as I'm gonna say he's currently 17, as he says he looked 17, maybe 18, as Aizawa says perfect. I mean not Aizawa. Nezu says perfect. He's gonna be a part of our. Would he technically be considered a villain? All Might would consider him a villain. I don't know. Our vigilante rehab program. Why not? Like the villain rehab program, but the vigilante rehab program. Yeah, you understand. So he tells Aizawa the next time you see him to ask him to join UA. As he tells this to Mirako, All Might, couple other heroes, Endeavor, Commonly Woods. He tells like the top 20 because the rest of them aren't gonna even be able to catch Dr. Fate. Well, Doctor Strange, Doctor Fate, Strange Fate. Yeah. So they call him. I'm gonna say that they think it's the strange part because his abilities are strange. That's what they consider the strange part, and the fate part is the villains have an unknown fate when they encounter him. So that's what they think it means, but they don't know the half of it. So I'm gonna say that we time skip about 3 months after that, as I'm gonna say the Sledge Villain incident is happening, but yeah, to Deku, but he is currently just walking. Actually, no, he's floating, as he senses the Sledge Villain, and the Sledge Villain comes out, as he sees Strange Fate. As I'm gonna say they do have pictures of him, but this is the first time. But that was the first time that a hero has seen him in person. So as Sledge Villain came out, as he says, as he tries to go back, and before he goes back, he was teleported to Antarctica just because he's a liquid, and he's gonna freeze pretty fast there. So I'm gonna say as soon as he did that, All Might came out and said, "I am here." As he saw Strange Fate, and as he was about to leave, he had a portal to his to somewhere else. I don't know, America somewhere, some woods. As All Might yelled, "Stop!" As he didn't stop. He just kept going. As All Might just ran through the portal with him. As he stops and he turns around, and he was about to put All Might in the dark dimension first because he knows All Might would just jump around the mirror dimension, and he says, as All Might says, I just have a message for you. As he's interested and says, do tell. And All Might says, the um the the principal of UA wants you to join the hero course. As uh he gives All Might a letter, and he tells All Might to give that to Nezu, as he created a portal under All Might that led into Nezu's office, and Nezu fell as All Might fell through the ceiling of Nezu's office. I did not like that sentence. And the portal closed as uh he looks around and he sees Nezu, and Nezu saw that whole thing, the portal coming in his office, and then All Might falling into it, and he puts his pencil down as because he knows about all one for all. He knows about one for all. So he asks All Might, do you have a new quirk? Because I'm gonna say he has. I'm gonna say All Might has all the quirks in this one, but he doesn't really use them. He only uses the strength enhancement and danger sense. He only uses those two. So he thinks that All Might has a new portal quirk or something, and he's learning how to use it. And he says no, as he handed the letter to Nezu, as Nezu takes it, and he sees it's the letter from Dr. Strange Fate, as he opens it real fast, and he pulls it out, as it says, "Dear Nezu, I gave this to your All Might friend, so he gave it to you. Now, if he had opened this, he'd probably be in the dark dimension by now, but we don't talk about that. So, I hear you want me to join UA. I first have a couple demands. I want a place to sleep. I also want free food." Actually, no, he wouldn't say that because he can just create free food. He says, "I want access to the entire UA campus, and I want the ability to not be held guilty for any crimes that I may have committed in the past." As he's confused by the crime part, but he thinks it's the vigilante thing, and he decides to get the thing checked out with the court, as the court was eager to have Strange Fate as a hero because they know that he has so many powers and abilities that they think that he's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Little did they know. But it's one of Fate's abilities, but I'll tell you about that later. So he eventually was put it on the news that Doctor Strange Fate can now join UA, as he says that he has been freed of any crimes that he may have committed in the past, and all the demands that he made were met. As after the press conference with Nezu, Nezu went to his office, as he sees a portal on his roof again, as he thinks it's about to be All Might falling through the ceiling again, but he sees Strange Fate slowly descending down, as he says, well, I will be joining your school. When does it start? He says 10 months from now. As I'm gonna say, All Might comes in at this time, as he sees Strange Fate, as he doesn't say anything, but he does ask, because he thinks that he's worthy, as he asked Strange Fate if he wants his quirk, as quickly he says, "No, I don't." As he asks why, he says, "I have more than enough power without your quirk." As as All Might laughs and says, "You're not stronger than me." As uh he looks over at him, and they disappear, and Nezu disappears as well, and they all appear in this weird uh land with no trees, nothing, just grass. As I'm gonna say, this is a different dimension. It's just a grassland dimension. As uh Strange gets in a fighting position, as he said, "Oh, you want to do this?" As he says, "What are the rules?" As he says, "No hitting below the belt. If I win, you can never say you're the strongest." And he said, as All Might says, "If I win, I'll take your quirk." As he says, "All right." As they go into it, as All Might comes at him, throwing a punch with 50% one for all, because he knows he's strong and fast. As he had caught it, actually no, he didn't catch it. He had a shield which didn't break from All Might's punch. As he hit All Might, and he does have enhanced strength because of Doctor Fate, but he didn't want to try and catch it before knowing how strong it was. So he hits um All Might. As All Might went flying back, he kicked him in the stomach. As uh he as soon as All Might landed again, he started running back uh all at Izuku. As I'm gonna say, it's like the fight between Gaara and Neji, as the fight between Gaara. Actually, no, I take that back. It's a He starts fighting him, as Izuku's absolutely embarrassing him, because he could hold back Thanos' strength with the Infinity Stones. I think he can hold All Might down. As uh he is fighting All Might, as he just wants to give All Might a taste of his real power. As he opens the Eye of Agamotto, as soon as All Might goes in for a punch, time reverses as he's doing it again. As Izuku kicked All Might in the chin. As I'm gonna say, the only person that saw what just happened was Nezu, because All Might went back in time because he didn't know that he already did that before. So the only person that saw what happened was Nezu. As Nezu was confused, he thinks he has a time reversal quirk ability too. As they he just as Izuku absolutely embarrasses All Might. As 15 minutes later, All Might's sitting there panting, as he decides to do one last smash with 100% all for one. Well, one for all. I get those two names mixed up all the time. Sorry if it happens while I'm talking about All Might. So he's running at him faster than he did before. As Izuku pauses time, even for Nezu. As Izuku starts looking around All Might and notices that he is using 100% of his power. As he decides to go back to his spot where he was, as he starts time again. As this guy here uses uh, his barrier that he used the first time and held back 100% of All Might's power, as he kicks All Might in the chin again, as he went flying back, but this time it was harder, about like 20% of the strength of one for all, and All Might was out like a light. I had to say it. I'm sorry. So I think that this is gonna be as good as a part as any to leave this off. Uh, if you want me to, really, I could maybe upload another episode later. It'll be like nighttime, but later. So, I'm gonna leave this part off here. And I hope you guys liked it. Please like and subscribe. And I'll upload another video tomorrow. If I do not, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Um, so I hope you like this, Phantom. If you want me to do anything else for him, I'm gonna introduce the ship next episode because he's gonna be going to UA. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.